Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays for the
Welcome
Warden's
to
Report.
the Warden Report. It's another week of no drama, right? So I am having a great week. Welcome to the Warden Report. If you're new here, I hope you'll stick around and hit that subscribe button, right? And yes, I know my hair looks absolutely awful. I'm going to wash it tonight and it'll be way better tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned to see how it look. So yeah, everything is going well. Having my coffee. It's actually almost 1. Oh my gosh, it is almost 1 already. So having the last of my coffee, and yeah, just that's it. So drank my water, of course, this morning. Did my little squat workout. My coffee just has the MCT oil and butter in it. It's delicious. Today's was fudge brownie, but it's the last of my 12 days of coffee. That went fast. But I've got a lot of other coffee. So he got me some Bones coffee for Christmas. So that's exciting. And then I noticed that, I don't know when I got it, but I bought some Lola's. That's a local roaster. They're Southern Texas pecans. So I've got that as well. So I'm stocked on coffee. So yeah, that's how everything is going. Glad y'all are here, just working and getting things done. Excited. So we had the new release of Salty by Ketochow today. That's their electrolytes. Let me know below. Did you order more electrolytes to try the Salty brand of Ketochow? I'm excited. It was so good. Like, we've already drank all of them. All of them gone. So obviously we need to make an order, right? So, but that's exciting, right? Having new stuff coming out and new options. I'd love to hear your opinion of it. I know most of us are familiar with the other brands like Element and Redmond's. What's your thoughts? I'm curious. And I know a lot of people also put out review videos or announcement videos last week as well. So I love seeing those and everybody's perspective on it. So yeah, I can't believe, like, when you watch this, it is actually the new year. 2024, here we are, right? Exciting. So yes, I'm really pumped up about this year. I think it's going to be a really good year. Putting that in the universe, it's going to be a great year, and it's gonna be a great year for you too. Everything you want, just go ahead. One of the things I do, does anybody else do their oh, what are they called, like an image board where you put what all you want to happen over the next year? I think it's always good. I try to do reflective moments throughout the year, like reflect, how are things going, what do I want to accomplish, what can I change, or what do I need to work on, that type of deal. Anybody else do that? So I think it is good to write it down. Like, it's great to think on it, but to actually put pen to paper and be like, okay, this is what I expect out of 2024. This is what I'm going to accomplish this year. I think there's just more power in that, and writing it, making it so, putting it somewhere where you can reflect on that and be like, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm working for. Like, I know several of us are doing a no spend January. So having that out there and looking at your budget, whether you do it monthly, weekly, however, I look at it almost daily, honestly. But having that there where you can look and be like, yeah. And it's like a reminder. So when you see things that are like, oh, you should buy this or something, be like, no, my goal this month is no spend. So it can wait. It can wait till February, right? And if it's still on my mind and I still think I need it versus a want, then it'll be there, right? And it also gives you time to look for other things that, maybe, like if it's a new appliance, look for discounted. I guess I'm a little surprised, but I know some people aren't even aware of Amazon's warehouse. So a lot of products on Amazon, they also have it in their Amazon warehouse where basically like the package might have got dinged up and they give it to you at a discount. So it's kind of like your dent, when you go to a store and they have their dented discount items, but guess what? The item itself is still good, so the box is a little banged up. Who cares? And I'm the type of person, like, even if there's like a scratch on something, it's okay. Is it working? Okay, that's what I'm going to go for. And, oh goodness.
Hi.
That man. So, like, I got my Nespresso half price from the Amazon warehouse because the package, the box, was dented. But the product itself, no issues, no scratches, no bings, bust, whatever. So always look at that. Like, I'm the type, if I'm wanting to purchase some type of appliance or some type of, technology, whatever it is, right? Even like when I got Rosie, our little sweeper, right, our little robot sweeper, I checked multiple places to make sure I was getting the best deal. So always check Amazon warehouse, and all you have to do is when you go to Amazon, just in their search, put Amazon warehouse, hit enter, and then you'll go to the front page of that, and then you could look from there for whatever item you're wanting. I just think that's a good idea. And then also checking, Marketplace. You can find some really good deals on Marketplace. Just make sure it's an actual, like, person selling it. And because I've seen where it's like these companies or somewhere else that's like, oh yeah, look, you get this for $2. And it's like normally a $2,000 item. You're like, wait, what's the catch? Right? So always, verify all of that. But I mean, you can find some good deals on the Marketplace and other, things. So I always search for those. I'm never going to be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to buy this. Like, where can I get the best deal? And even, like, I'm the type, if somebody is like, oh, I think this product, I'm just going to make some BS up. Like, oh, this is the best spatula. You got to get this spatula. And so maybe that spatula is like, $15. I'm going to look and see there might be a generic one, right? And it's only $7. Like, I'm always going to look for more options. It shouldn't just be, oh, the first one that pops up. No, let's look at all of it. So let me know. Who knows what I'll talk about this week. Whatever. If there's any topics that you wished I would cover, let me know. I'm always open to answering any of your questions and discussing that on here. But I'm going to let you go so I get back to work. And I'll check in again with you probably tomorrow. And check back for the hair. So it's the next day. Look, I washed my hair. Doesn't look much better today. Yesterday it was really getting on my nerves. I use like this shampoo that's supposed to help, like, put actual, it doesn't dye it. It, like, I don't know, but it does dye it. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. It's a little bit better, but you can still see my roots there, right? Oh, anyhow. Welcome to the drama of my life. And if my work sister watches this, she'll laugh. But she is talking, and I was saying, oh, how much better it feels, when you wash your hair. And she's like, yeah. And she goes, well, what kind of shampoo do you use? And I was like, I use what's free. So, like, over the years, anytime we stayed at hotels, especially if it was a nice hotel, because, they'll use the fancier shampoos, I would grab them, right? And I mean, I do have some of the cheapies that, like, we get at Holiday Inn. But, we've stayed at some really nice hotels over the years. And I'd always be like, oh, I need more. Oh, I need more, right? And so that's what I mostly use. And then, I mean, I have had a couple that, like, the one that kind of dyes the hair, I got it, I don't know, maybe a decade ago. I use it very sparingly. Like, I just use it when I feel like, yeah, I should probably get my hair colored, but it, just not in the budget this month. So I use it then. So I've sparingly used it over the years. And then I had another one that I got, again, years ago. I mean, at least 5, probably more like 8 years ago. And it was some kind of special where you like filled out this whole thing and they customized the shampoo to your needs, right? And again, I only wash my hair once a week. And so I'm not going through tons of shampoo as it is. So a bottle of shampoo lasts me forever. And I do, you know, where I just use just enough, right? And so that's, yeah. And she's like, oh my gosh. Like, she's so shocked because she's
Playing
like,
from office.
in her mind, you know, like she pre-washes her hair. She does a double wash when she washes once a week. And I've never thought to do that because I'm like, oh, I think it's good enough. And then plus she uses all kinds of hair products and stuff. So I'm curious. I want to know who is like my work sister and you've got like, you're like, you know what? No matter what, I'll skip on fancy dinners out or going doing other things because I have to have my hair products. Like I have to have the you know, fancy shampoos and whatever other, I don't even know because I don't do any of that. I'm sure y'all probably could notice, but like I don't get the fancy shampoos other than, you know, like at a hotel. I don't blow dry my hair. I don't curl my hair. I don't do anything. I simply wash and I don't even blow it dry. I just let it dry naturally. That's it. And you might be saying, well, that explains a lot. I don't know. I think my hair feels pretty healthy and I think overall it looks pretty healthy. What do I know? So let me know if you're like that, where you're like, I've got to have my hair stuff. And if you are, what do you think is like the best shampoo? Or are you kind of like me? Are you just, I know some people say low maintenance, but I hate putting those terms on things. Are you just like me where it's like, you know what? As long as I clean my hair, that's all that it needs to do. I don't need the fancy shampoos. Hey, get me a 99-cent bottle. I don't even know how much shampoo is. Get me a cheap bottle of shampoo. And that's all I have to do. I don't do anything extra. Like, I just want it to be clean and look decent, right? I'm just curious. Hopefully I'm not the only one out here that's just like, I guess it's kind of like a man. Like, he's just like, oh, I don't care. Like, he does not care. I don't know. I'm curious to see what everyone says. And so, yes, it is Thursday morning. Oh my gosh. We only have like 3 days left of this year. And I'm having my coffee in my work mug. Oh, I was like, where's the label at? But yeah, my work mug here. And yeah, it's so good. And I guess this must be a smaller. I'm thinking it's like a 12 ounce because I'm getting almost 2 cups. Not 2 full cups, but you know, like 3/4 full, and I get 2 of those. But yeah, just having my coffee with MCT and some butter, and I had just like a tablespoon of heavy cream left because we made more of that Ketochow fudge last night because I think he's addicted, y'all. He's addicted. So I had to make that, and it calls for a 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and I only had a tablespoon left, so I was like, I mean, I could have probably added it, but I was like, no, I'm going to make my coffee special tomorrow. So yes, got that. Busy at work, even though it is slower, I'm still working like this new project, so it requires a lot of concentration. So I'm going to get back to concentrating. Now I've had my coffee. That MCT oil should waken that brain up and I should be on point. Well, it is almost 1:30 and I'm going to break my fast with this cup of my homemade kefir. And I did add some flaxseed to this, about a tablespoon. And yeah, so that's what I break my fast with. And then in a little while, I'll have my lunch. I'm still kind of deciding, but I think I know what I'm going to have. Lunchtime! So, I've got here 3 Purnell sausages topped with some cheddar cheese. And then I got my ferments, which is the sauerkraut, kimchi, and I have a fermented cucumber. Of course, I got to have my avocado. And then underneath the avocados, I've got some of our homemade pickles there and some polyphenol, which are olives stuck with, I think, feta this time. And then in these is just some more olive oil. And yeah, that's my lunch. These didn't have a whole lot of fat in the skillet, so that's why I like to add some more on there. And that's my lunch. All right, what I have made for dinner, it's kind of a goulash. So basically, it's the taco meat Heath got on sale at Kroger this week. It's like $4.99 a pound, and or $4.99 for a pound and a half, and we only used a pound of it. We're saving the rest for the Friday night feast. And then I have jalapenos, Brussels, and some mushrooms, and then I topped it with also cheddar cheese, and these are calabre chilies, which are fermented. And I've got some fermented escabeche and the fermented confetti slaw, or just confetti, whatever, ferment. And then to drink, I've got my 1877. Happy Friday, the last Friday of 2023. Like, I am shocked. I want to know, well, there's two things. So first, I got my coffee, y'all. Got my coffee. Still using that same mug for my company. Just keeps it nice and warm. And this now is a local roaster called Lola's. And this is their Texas pecan. I just love the way that smells. And it just dawned on me. I'm like, Texas pecan? Yeah, I don't have a pecan tree. So I'm curious, those of you that grow stuff, because, you know how my track record is, how hard is it to grow, like, a tree? Like, if I wanted to plant, like, a pecan tree. Because I was watching somebody else, and she has a pecan tree, and she's like, every year she gets so many pecans. She's, doing all kinds of stuff with them. She freezes a lot of them because they're just great to have year round. And since that is a nut that he can have, I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Of course, I don't even know what the cost is. But I was like, that'd be kind of cool if we could have our own pecan tree and then make our own pecan butter. Now, I do know, because I know I can already see the wheels turning, like Rickwood's already starting to type it out, aren't you, Joe? But I know that when you plant some type of like nut tree or fruit tree, it ain't gonna happen this summer, right? It takes years, and I think, what is it, 5 to 7 years? Let me know, Rickwood, for it to actually then start having the stuff, right? So it's a long-term goal, right? But I was just curious. Like, I could tell in the backyard it was some kind of plant that is obviously like a parasite because it has killed some of our trees. And I don't even know what kind of trees those were. Were they my pine trees? I have a lot of pine trees in the front, but whatever it is, it grew out of the tree. Like, it looked like, if you don't pay attention to what type of leaves your trees has, it just looked like regular tree limbs. But they were obviously just sucking the life out of the tree. But they were skinny trees, so, I mean, yeah, so lost, I think, like 3 trees. But I have and when I've showed in another video, I have like a grouping of trees where I have a circle of trees. So I was thinking, well, what we really need to do is just like cut those down. I mean, they're not even that tall. They're maybe 10 foot tall. Like, they're not huge trees anyways. But I was like, I know I need to cut them and remove them and everything. Although one of them is having like little mushrooms and algae or moss or something growing on it. So I'm like, well, it's obviously has something that is giving life to something else, which I'm fine with. I feel like it's a real forest now. But anyhow, I digress. So I was thinking to replace it. Like, I want to replace and get like a really nice shade tree as well. Something, to just kind of revitalize the area, give some shade, because it gets so freaking hot here. And so I was just curious, how about a nut tree? Would that be a good investment, or should I stick with something that is actually like a more of a shade tree? I mean, I could do both, right? I've got a huge backyard, so could do both. And there is a place where the air conditioner is. it's the grass over there is basically dead. It's like all dirt, but I think part of it is the neighbor right on the other side of the fence, they have like 2 or 3 trees, and I think basically they take all the nutrients and it gives that area a good amount of shade. So I think that's also why it doesn't grow right there. It's probably about 10 by 10 place. So I was like, okay, maybe if I could, I don't even know if a tree would even grow there. Maybe if I do it a little bit closer, I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Let me know. Definitely not a horticulturist, right? So, anyhow, I was just thinking, since, today's the end of the, last Friday of the year, so forth, and, I'm seeing everybody, oh, New Year's resolution, New Year's resolution. I never do that kind of thing, because I feel like if I'm going to make a change, or if I want to better myself, I don't need to wait to a certain date. That's just always been my mentality. Like, I don't go, oh, well, I'll start it on Monday, or, oh, on the 1st. It's just like, no, I need to do this. I need to start now rather than later, right? So, like, even though we're doing no spend for January, I mean, we've kind of been practicing that the last couple of months because we need to pay taxes, right? So it's not going to be a huge shift for us, but I am curious. This is what I would say. I know, like, this is the normal rants. If you like this, please hit the thumbs up. But I was thinking, instead of focusing on what you have to change, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong, or what do I need to fix? I want y'all right now, pause the video after I finish my statement, whenever that happens, and I want you to think of 5 things that you or brought you happiness, or that you enjoyed, or that you accomplished in 2023. Like, think of 5 things that went really well for you. What are you proud about yourself, or what brought you happiness in 2023? Let's take a moment to reflect on the good things in life instead of degrading yourself or criticizing ourselves, right? Let's take time to actually reflect and remember, we are good people. You have done great things this year. If you're here, then I know you are already making this step as best as you can for better health. That is amazing. So don't push down on yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time. We're not perfect beings, right? None of us are perfect. We know that. And so don't feel like, well, yeah, but I went off plan here and there, and I did this, and oh, I ate that at Thanksgiving or Christmas, or oh, I didn't exercise, blah, blah. Stop. It is okay. You know what? Just the fact that you acknowledge, you know what? I could have done this, but you need to step back and say, you know what? But I did do this. You know what? I did exercise a few times, maybe not as consistent, but I did do it. I did eat on plan so many times. I really was doing really well and stuck to plan so well. Like, think of those things. Think of things of, wow, yeah, maybe it's not as best as I could, but you know what? My A1C still went down a little bit. Or, this happened, or my blood results are improving. Maybe they're not perfect or normal or where it should be. Or maybe with your weight loss goals, maybe you're not where you want to be. I'm not where I want to be, but I looked back yesterday when I checked in with my coaching. I'm just like, over this past year, I've lost over 50 pounds this year alone. To me, I'm like, that, yeah, there was a marker I wanted to meet y'all. It ain't going to happen before the new year. But I was like, but you know what? Overall, that's okay. That's okay, because overall, I'm still down over 50 pounds. Look at the good things that you have accomplished. Don't focus on what you didn't. Right now, think of and write down, pen and paper, what are the 5 things that you are happy and proud about that you accomplished in 2023? Think of those first, And remember, you are a great person. You are here for yourself, and you are going to get your goals eventually. Be proud and recognize the things that you have accomplished so far. That's what I want y'all to really think about and remember that, because I know, especially in January, we are bombarded with so much negativity, so much self-doubt, so much you're not good enough attitudes, so much, oh, you have to do a reset, you have to do this. So much of that is pushed down to make you feel like, oh yeah, I'm not good enough. Oh yeah, I didn't do this well enough. Oh, I've got to do this. No, take that time and realize, you know what? It's okay what these other people say. I know I'm a good person and I'm doing the best that I can for myself. My computer screen went out. And that you're doing the best that you can for yourself, and you will accomplish the goals that you set for yourself. Not because somebody outside is telling you this is what you need to do. You do it for you and what you want to accomplish. So again, reflect on those 5 things that you did do this year. And I bet there are many more. You don't have to stop at 5. If they all start flooding in your brain, just keep on writing. Let me know. I want to hear these things. Please comment down below. If you want to list all 5, I would love it. List as many as you feel like, but I want to hear all the great accomplishments all of you had in 2023. Please let me know. It will honestly make my day. I love reading y'all's success and happiness. That brings so much joy to me. So please do that, y'all. I really appreciate it. Lunch on the last Friday of the year. We'll see how I end next Friday's last day of 2024. Anyways, so I've got my fermented carrots, kimchi, sauerkraut, and then I've got my polyphenol and prebiotics. It's garlic stuffed olives. I've got 4 of those. And then over here, it's 3 Purnell sausages, and I've got that cheese skirt on there. And it was actually too big for my plate. That's why one's folded over. And then I have these Calabre chilies, which are fermented as well. So, yum, yum. Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. And shout out to Sean and Michelle. Thank you for buying
Thank you.
my coffee.
My Dutch.
And his Dutch double ring bro. Thank you so very much for that. We really appreciate it. All I did for mine is I just get the black Americano, and then I ask for sugar-free. It's the chocolate macadamia or annihilator. And then when I get home, I foam up my own heavy cream and add it to it. It's just perfect that way. And then Heath has the double rainbow, which is sugar-free. Well, you have to ask for it sugar-free, but it's sugar-free tropical flavors, and it's mixed with green tea. So, there we go.
Way good. Thank y'all.
Thanks. All right, y'all. Getting all the groceries. I didn't do the haul because, I don't know, I've just been so busy today. But I can show you some of the deals I got. But I'm having my kefir. So, I got coupons from Kelowna. So, if you like Kelowna, go to their website. They have coupons. You could just put it in there. They mail them to you. So, I got $2 off kefir. And yes, I make my own. But I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I've had another, like, a brand of kefir. So I was like, I'm just going to do this. It'll last me about a week. And then I'll have, you know, different probiotics, right? So I got that for, normally it's $7.49. Sprouts had it $1 off. Plus I had $2 off coupon from Kelowna. So I only paid $4.50 for the big, I think it's like a 32 ounce. And then I got some avocados today. Sorry, that's the microwave. So at Joe V's, these, they called them, I think, large, yeah, I think they were the large, was 67 cents. Now, some of them were way past their eat date. And then when I got to Aldi, I saw Aldi had their avocados again marked down, which it didn't show in the app, marked down to 33 cents. So they're a small. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think this one is double this one? Of course, it all depends on the seed size. So Heath already ate one of these large ones, and it had the biggest seed. I mean, not as big as I've gotten before, but it was a huge seed. And sometimes these Aldi ones they have tiny little seeds. So we'll see. What do y'all think? I did go ahead and grab these because they're like rock hard. So that means they should be ready for me come like Thursday. And that's usually when we start going low on avocados. But all the ones, I mean, look how, if you could see how soft this is. So yes, really cheap large ones, but you got to be ready to eat them. So we went to, today, went to 4 different grocery stores, and I got to go out because I forgot something. Oh, we got a big lunch today. It's a little after 1, so I got more radicchio at the H-E-B. Oh, just so excited. So I've got my radicchio here, topped with, I fried up 4 slices of bacon into like bacon chips. And then I made a vinaigrette using the bacon grease and some apple cider vinegar with the mother and seasoning. And that's on top. And then I added just a little bit of cheese. And then my fermented foods, which is the kimchi, sauerkraut. And I also did some of that confetti that I got from Scotty's. And then I've got a couple garlic stuffed olives. And then on this side here, look at that avocado. It's so big. So I've got a huge avocado with Redmond's, real salt, a little bit of olive oil. And then here is this little sweet potato. And of course I've got lots of butter on there. And then our winter spice. And I mean, look, the avocado is bigger than the sweet potato. That's fine. And yeah, that'll be my lunch. And then tonight's the cook-along. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be delicious as well. And that video should have been released to y'all probably this past Monday. So I hope you enjoy it too. Happy Sunday and New Year's Eve. Oh, I'm sorry. Heath corrected me. It's not New Year's Eve until it's after 5 p.m. Anyway, it's close enough. New Year's Eve lunch salad. So again, since I've got my radicchio, it's got radicchio and I've got bacon in there I cooked up. You just can't see a jalapeno. I got some like salami on Manager Special at Sprouts. So I've got that sliced up in there. My fermented foods, which is my sauerkraut, kimchi, carrots. I've got some various cheese in here, olives. And then I've got my avocado with some olive oil, Redmond's smoked salt, and some flat iron ghost pepper seasoning. And then on the side here is my cup of coffee. And so this is my first cup of coffee today. And I have been up a couple hours so far. So that's the coffee. And I whipped up some heavy cream. And then I put a little bit of our winter spice on it. And that's my lunch. New Year's Eve dinner. It's actually New Year's Eve now because it's after 6 o'clock. And we have here corned beef. It was the last frozen one we got discounted earlier this year. I think at Aldi's where we got it. So, boo-hoo. Now we have to wait till they go on sale again. But whenever they do, I always get as much as I can of the corned beef because I freaking love it. I think it's amazing. Look at the crust on that. Doesn't that look so good? We just did it in the Instant Pot. 70 minutes, little bone broth. And then we removed it. And then I put all the veggies in, which is cabbage. Just the rest of the head of cabbage we had. There's some sweet potato, onions, bell peppers, and of course jalapenos. And we put that in with the broth. Put the meat back on top. Did it for just 5 more minutes to cook the veggies. It's perfect. And then here, I've got a little bit of the fermented escabeche. I know I just messed that up. But anyways, I have some of that. And, I mean, look at all that beautiful broth, y'all. And then I'm going to have this caramel apple. That's one of those I got for 87 cents. And it's the sparkling water. It's really good, y'all. So, super excited. I might even... Oops, sorry, it got dark, y'all. I might even spice it up with a little bit of this I Can't Feel My Face. And get it a little spicy. Say Happy New Year. Aren't they so cute? Of course, they're by me. I'm off today. Oh, she's getting in her comfy position. I am off today. Happy New Year. It is January 1st. It is actually 11:15. I've been up for roughly 90 minutes, maybe a little more, not too much more. And I'm having my coffee. I did drink my water, and I did my squats this morning. I still do those, so basically as soon as I get up, even before I get dressed, so I'm sure it ain't pretty, I do my squats, and I continue to increase them. So I just try to add 1 or 2 more every week, and sometimes, like, when I sleep in, like, I think my body is just so happy about it. But I just felt like so heavy this morning. So when I was doing those, like, my thighs and everything were on fire by number 17. Like, I thought I would just collapse right there. So I'm glad that that's coming along. So yes, just kind of keep that in mind. Any workout routine you're doing, try to increase it, by a couple every week. Even if it feels like you're about to die, just push through it. You can do it. So, drank my water then, and I have been busy editing videos, getting everything packaged so it can ship out tomorrow. And then now I'm sitting down. I'm going to enjoy this coffee. I'm still going to edit some fermentation videos so we can start getting those released as well, y'all. So sorry about that. And yeah, that's it. Just kind of enjoying my day off. It was really nice to sleep in. I think I slept till 9:30. It was really nice to sleep in. I felt really good. So we'll see what else. Yesterday, also still doing the intentional exercises like after dinner. So like last night after dinner, I did like sweep the house. So I felt like, just some kind of like 10 to 20 minute activity, right? Just to try to help with the digestion and everything. So I do feel like that does help. Oh, is that eye kind of red today? I promise I was not up drinking. So anyways, yeah, so still doing things like that. Today I am going to fast, but I am having my coffee, which is, of course, it's got a little MCT oil and butter, a little bit of heavy cream, and that'll be it for today. And then tomorrow we have someone coming over for dinner, so we will be having something really delicious tomorrow night. Happy Tuesday. It is January 2nd, y'all. Super excited. I just feel like it's going to be a great year. It is after 10. I've got my coffee. There's only 3 of us at work today, and now the one system we use for everything decided it's not ready for the new year. So I'm just waiting here patiently for it to catch up to me. It is 2024. It needs to be on pace here. So lunch on this Tuesday, I've got an avocado, and then Heath stuffed some jalapenos for me. And then, of course, I've got my fermented sauerkraut and kimchi. Excited. I did break my fast about an hour ago with a cup of kefir and some flaxseed. And then he heated up for me the rest of that lucky lasagna. So I'm super excited about having that.
Okay, here we are. Shelly's got birthday presents. Look how cute you are.
Look at that cute avocado. I mean, I feel like that's what I look like. Just put a little hat on me. It says, holy guacamole, it's your birthday. Enjoy it. Hoping your birthday's wonderfully delicious. Lynette. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this first one is heavy.
It is.
What?
Don't save the paper.
Oh my Lord. You can rip the paper.
Recycling.
She said I can rip it.
I gave her permission.
There.
So wasteful.
Oh,
And she throws it at me.
wow. What is this?
This is amazing. Thank you.
I know what it is.
What is that?
It's a pester pestle and mortar. Like, I can't even
Mortar
say
and
it.
pestle?
Yes, thank you.
Did I say it correctly? I may have messed it
You
up.
probably did. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome.
It
What
is.
will you
We've been
use
wanting
it
one of those.
for?
When we make our spices, like when I was making the winter spice,
Yeah.
and then when I
yeah.
made the seafood, like this would be so easy.
We've been wanting one of those for a long
I
time. It's
know,
amazing.
for our spices.
Oh,
Thank you, Lynette.
you're so welcome.
I'm so
Put
excited.
it back in the box. To hold it together.
To hold it together.
Yeah.
She's got to open the other one.
I know.
We'll put it back in the box. You put it back in the
No,
box.
I don't want it back in the box. I want to have it sitting out.
Yes, dear.
Always the perfect response. Party girl.
Now I look like the avocado. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm having a real birthday.
You are having a real birthday. It's just not for another week. I bet you know what that is.
No, I really don't. What is it? Oh my gosh. Lynette, thank you.
You're welcome. Jessie and I wanted to give you something special because you're so special.
Aw. It's a Sutech yogurt maker.
Aww. That's awesome.
Thank you. That's so awesome.
It was on your Amazon wish list, so you know during dinner I was just casually saying, "Oh, you have an Amazon wish list, don't you?"
I guess I do.
pretended like I didn't know.
Wow. Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Oh my gosh. How exciting.
So show us what that is and why
Yeah.
it's so special.
A gift for you. Enjoy your gift. Oh. So this is what you make that yogurt with. So it has like 8 jars. And
Well, here, give me here. I'll open it up for you. There's an easier way.
oh,
Flip it upside down. And because it has this foam on it, it holds it all together, then you flip that whole thing over.
Okay.
yeah. And
Work
then,
smarter, not harder.
I'm gonna work
Yeah.
harder. But yeah, so you it has that, each of the jars are like 6 ounces. And then this way you can make the El Ruderai and El Gasarai yogurts.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can change the temp to the 100 degrees, which is what's needed. And most other yogurt makers go to like 108 or more.
Wow.
So this is awesome.
It is.
wonderful.
Thank you. I'll have to, the person who gave me a gift for you, I'll have to scan and thank them. Oh, that's so awesome.
All
Thank you,
right.
Lynette,
Well, happy
Jessie.
birthday.
Aw, hi, y'all. So you saw that was Lynette here. It was such a pleasure to have her at our house again. I wished all of you lived closer so we could do this more often, but it was just a delight to have her over again. We love cooking for other people, and so she never had tri-tip before, so I was so excited that she got to try the tri-tip. Too many tries in there, but she got to have that tonight, so that was really lovely. So he smoked the tri-tip, and then with it, our side is we just sauteed some onions and green bell peppers and shrimp. So the shrimp we got on sale at HEB, the jumbo Gulf shrimp, we sauteed all of that together with, of course, the butter and our seafood seasoning. And yeah, it was very, very good. And then she brought dessert, y'all, and she brought like 4 different desserts. So she brought my favorite, which is like coconut macaroons, but it's with the maple waffle Ketochow. They were so good. And then she also brought snickerdoodle cookies, and those are delicious. And then she brought some peppermint pies, like whipped peppermint pies. They were really, really good. Oh my gosh, that peppermint, y'all. And then the piece de la resistance, look, my hair is such a mess, is the butterscotch cheesecake with a sour cream topping. That was so good. And Heath, of course, took it up a notch and just sprinkled some of that smoked red mint salt on top. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. So, yeah, y'all, I'm just blown away. She is so thoughtful and considerate and just so giving, and it was just a delight. Nice to sit down and chat. I wish we could have had more time, but during the week it's always a busy time, right? And so it's just nice to get to spend any sort of time with her. So I hope we can get together soon and do that again. Of course, now she's got like tons of work, so I'm so happy for her. But yes, and then the birthday gift. I cannot believe she brought us birthday gifts. That was so nice. So it was me, but I love that. I'm so excited. So yes, got that, and we'll just see, what's to come. So I'm excited to make some yogurt and everything, and yeah, it's gonna be great. So that is this week's Warden Report. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, we are in January, so it's January 3rd when you're seeing this. Here's my final thoughts on No Spend January, and every week I will give some updates and keep cheering you on. For the no spend or low spend, however you want to frame it, if something came up, because like I know one person said, well, my dog chewed this up and we had to go to the vet, so it's over with. It's okay. Things happen, and that's okay. Don't, what is it, the saying, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater kind of deal? It's the same thing with your goal is no spend. If something happens unexpected, it's okay. So you go through whatever that unexpected expense was, and then the rest of the month, you just keep up with it. The main goal of no spend isn't to be like, I didn't spend anything. Like, there's no, just a heads up, any of these challenges coming up, there's no reward for it, right? You don't get anything if you did it perfectly, or if you, had the best no spend, or whatever the challenge was. There's not a reward. This is a personal thing for yourself. So don't feel like you have to be 100% perfect. I'm not going to be taking grades at the end of this. So if you the main purpose of this is that you become more aware of what you're spending money on. You take time to look at your finances, look at what's going on. Like, Lynette said she used the Rocket money and found where she was overspending on her wireless, which again, we love Mint Mobile. If you want to save, use our link below. It really is so cheap to go with Mint Mobile. But anyways, or other people's, Rhonda had mentioned, hey Rhonda, that she didn't realize all the subscription services she has. So it's doing those things and being more aware of your finances and where's your money going and where could you cut back on. So it's not, you don't have to be perfect. And again, you don't even have to do a no or low spend. Maybe you just, practice this month, just practice kind of taking a look really at your finances. Where are things going? What are you spending money on? And just become aware of that. Even if you do it on a weekly basis, just kind of be like, oh, okay, so I did this off of Amazon, or, oh yeah, I have these subscriptions. Oh, and I do this. Just becoming more aware and actually kind of putting pen to paper, I think will be highly beneficial for you. And just, keep doing that until you then feel comfortable enough to challenge yourself to a no spend. And again, no spend is just anything that's really a want and not a need. So you still need to pay your utilities, your house note, your or rent, your cell phone, your medical bills, your insurances, your doctor's appointment, your vet supplies, any supplements that you might need. I mean, we still have supplements that, like my MCT oil will be coming next week. That I'm still getting that because I feel like that's important for my health. So things like that. And of course, food. We're trying to do low spend on the groceries because we have so much in our freezer. So we're really trying to utilize that. But otherwise, if you don't have an overstocked freezer and pantry, it's okay to get groceries. Get stuff that, you can continue on. But, look at other things outside of really that's more of a want. Like if some electronic comes up, do you really need that new electronic or can you wait a while? Do you need new clothes or can you wait? Or maybe find a cheaper alternative like a thrift store, or maybe a no-buy group has some clothes or something. Or maybe you have a friend that has, y'all wear similar sizes and maybe you want to swap clothes with them. I mean, there's so many options out there. So it's just kind of becoming more aware of that. So we've got this. You've got this. You're going to do great. I'm so excited. All of you that are joining in. So please put that hashtag no spend if you watch to this point, and let me know if you are participating or what financial steps are you taking in this new year. So I can't wait to read your comments. Thank you all so very much. And again, please stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members. Y'all are so amazing. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, everyone. And I again, shout out to Sean, or wait, let me think who. We had a couple people buy us coffee, but I only got it once this week. So I think this was Sean and Michelle. So shout out again, Sean and Michelle, and everyone who has used the Buy Me a Coffee link. We really appreciate that. Can't wait to go to Dutch, even though it's no spend. Some of you already bought us some coffee so that we could get some more. So thank you so much for that. I can't wait. This week, it's going to be Lisa. So thank you, Lisa. Can't wait to get that coffee on Saturday. And again, thank you so much, Sean and Michelle, for buying those as well. So I think we're good. And I can't wait to see y'all. And happy New Year again. Thanks so much.